This is the block diagram of our project. It starts with the RFID tag to determine the user. If there's no RFID, it will use facial recognition. Once determined user, it will determine a personal lighting, personal temp, and personal greeting.
So this is the facial recognition part of the project, and the facial recognition is supposed to act as a backup if the RFID is not in play. So right now it is snapping a picture of me, and it is uploading a picture of me to the database and retrieving my information. And it's retrieving my information as the room temperature, the room's lighting setting, and my personal greeting. And so my personal greeting is "Hello Drake," and my room temperature is roughly 72 degrees, and my room lighting is a cool blue lighting. So along with the personal image, the personal greeting, my temperature, and the cool blue lighting, it is also going to my favorite Pandora station, which is Travis Scott Radio.
Up next is the RFID. This is the RC522 RFID kit. For the first Raspberry Pi, it is connected to the RFID scanner. This shows the program being ready to run. We place the chip on the reader and it sends up the data to awea.com, which is an online database that stores events. As WEA loads, you can see that a new RFID event has happened and it's under Scout's data due to it being my RFID kit scanner. We then go over to the other Raspberry Pi, which is connected to the WEA.com as well, which pulls down the data and detects that it's me. As you can tell, it starts out with Scout and then reads the temperature. It then goes on to humidity. And then it starts going into my personal preferences. There's my personal image, which is a smiley face, and then goes on to my final color, which is red. It then begins to pull up my Pandora station for my personal music. Once Pandora loads, it then will begin to play my favorite stations, which is country. And once this is done, the whole system is ran.
So next we're going to bring up the integrated code of our project, and I threw it in PyCharm because it's a little bit easier to see here. So first we are defining the main menu with 1 is create user, 2 is verify user, and 0 is exit, and then just a selection equals input, enter choice. And so we have an if selection equals 1, then we can create a new user, and we have an elif selection elif selection equals 2 to verify the user. Then we have an elif selection for 0 is the exit, and then if it doesn't work, like if you enter in, number 4, then it'll just go to invalid choice. So the next is the create user, and then we have the WEA access token right here that's highlighted, and this is very important because it gives us access to the WEA database where the images are stored along with the RFID. And so once the WEA access token is granted, it will do a WEA event publish, and so what this does is this will publish the event to the WIA database along with the Raspberry Pi desktop, and it'll upload the image, and then if it doesn't work, it'll print error. And so the next part is the verify. So to verify the user, it goes into the WIA database given with the WIA access token, and then it captures the image and stores it back to the Raspberry Pi desktop. And then once it tracks the WIA database, it can go to the back up to the WIA database to detect if it is me. And so once it recognizes me, it'll say image uploaded, welcome Drake, and then if it's not me, it'll print an error. And then once it recognizes me, it'll go to the SenseHat data. And so my SenseHat message is, hello Drake, a cool blue lighting and Travis Scott radio at your service. And then we're just defining the temperature. Right here we're converting the Celsius temperature into degrees Fahrenheit, and then we are defining the humidity, pressure, and then the message that the SenseHat shows is giving the temperature and the humidity. So next is shown the personalized picture, and that is given with the different colors that we can implement into the image. And so when it shows all the bees, that shows that my preferred room color is blue. So after the blue lighting is established, we have the Pandora station, which is opening my Travis Scott radio. And then after Pandora is opened up, right here it is retrieving the image. And so next we have the MLab database, and this is the access token into the MLab database. And the MLab database is pretty simple. It is where the images are stored and where you can delete the images. And so finally we have that if nothing is recognized, then it will print as an unknown user. And finally, this is just defining the system exit of shutting down and goodbye. Thank you.